What's going on, everybody? I wanted to check in with y'all today because today I hit a milestone. Today is day 30 of my workout journey, my fat to fit journey. So for any of you who have been watching and following and supporting me like on this journey, you know where I was when I started. You know, I got up and I decided to work out. And I posted that first video about why I decided to work out. You know, having COVID, being sick with COVID and going through that. And it made me start to think about like, just honestly my own mortality and the things that I could do. None of us can prevent dying, but the things that I could do to make myself healthier and to set a better example for my kids and everything too. And COVID, man, it made me realize just that much more how much precious life is, you know, because that was terrible. It was painful. And not being healthy, being overweight, a diabetic, things like that definitely don't help your chances. I was fortunate enough that I didn't end up on a ventilator, but you know, I ended up with pneumonia and things like that. Y'all, you know, if you want to see, I think I talked a little bit more about it in that first video. But today I hit 30 days. And honestly, I can't tell you the last time that I've had 30 days of consistent exercise, activity, and things like that. Like I took off days from the workouts, from, you know, like lifting and whatnot, proper rest days. But I have done at least 30 minutes of cardio every day for the last 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes. Every day for the last 30 days. So that means no matter how tired I was or anything like that, you know, I got up and I made it happen. So I made a list and wanted to talk to y'all about some of the things, you know, that have happened in the 30 days. So it by no means has it been easy. I've been extremely motivated, probably the most motivated that I've ever been in my life to work out and be healthy. So that has helped because you have to be tired. Like, in order to make a change in your life, you have to be tired of the way your life is, or that aspect of your life, like truly tired. Nobody can make you do it. So nobody can make you get up and work out. Nobody can motivate you really, but you to be in that space. And I had done diets before. Diets don't work, at least for me. You know, they typically don't work because they're not long lasting. It's lifestyle changes that have to be done in order to make you, you know, see the benefits and be successful long term, because a diet implies that there's an end, right? So if you're like, I'm gonna be on whatever diet, that means that somewhere down the line you're expecting that diet to end. And then when it ends, then what? You know, so you have to do a lifestyle change, like changing the behavior that got you to the place that you're in. So if you are overweight and you've seen your weight grow over the years, you got to change the behavior that got you there. You know, so that's why I said diets don't work. Not for me, because I mean, I've been overweight my whole life, but my weight has gone up as I've gotten older. And the older you get into life, you get into working, you get into kids, you get into all these other things. It's not as easy to get your exercise in. You have to be intentional about it. When you're younger, you're an athlete, you know, that kind of stuff. The exercise comes with the stuff that you do. As you get older, you got to be intentional about getting your workouts in. But okay, so the things that I wanted to talk to you about, and again, this will probably be a little bit longer video, but stick with me. So the changes that I've noticed in my body. So like, I see myself every day, right? So I don't see the major, like, I don't say major because it's only been 30 days, but weight loss, I mean, I see what the scale says. I see what the clothes say, but I can't get up in the morning and look at myself and say, oh, I noticed that I've gotten smaller. I do notice some things, like my stomach not being as big. And I mean, and that has a lot to do with the working out, but the eating as well. And I'm gonna get to that in a few. But so I noticed the little things, you know, and not necessarily looking at myself all the time, but I've noticed that I'm not as tired. I have more energy. I have sciatica, and the pain from that has eased up tremendously. Like, it's crazy. Just the pain in my back in general, those things have subsided, So I've also been stretching and whatnot, and all of that, has just made like a huge difference in like my body and the way that I go about day-to-day life. Like, I'm not huffing and puffing as much when I go up and down my stairs. I have 3 levels in my house, and I'm not huffing and puffing as much as I go from all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. Just little things like that. So 30 days is a long time to be working out, being consistent and whatnot. And in there, you have to motivate yourself, like I said earlier. So, there have been days, especially this past maybe 5 or 6 days, where the momentum to keep going has been little to none. And I've been able to call on people in my group, my Fat to Fit journey on Facebook, and just looking back at some of the progress that I've made and been able to make myself do it. So I don't want to paint a picture like it's been super easy for me to do this, because it absolutely has not. Like, every day, not say every day, but there have been plenty of days where I just didn't want to. And if I had to leave my house, because I have my gym set up, you guys have seen, I have my home gym set up, my equipment and everything, and I know everybody can't do that, but I was fortunate enough to be able to do it. But I can tell you right now that on these days where I had no motivation, if I had to leave my house and go to a gym, I wouldn't have did it. It's been 20 to 30 degrees outside, it's been snowing, it's been ice, and there's been a million reasons that I could have come up with an excuse not to do it. But the fact that I don't have to leave my house to do my workout, the fact that I spent money on my workout equipment, has been motivation for me to get my ass up and do it, and to not have excuses, and to know that I have people that'll message me and be like, hey, you didn't post a picture today, you didn't post a video today, and also, to be honest, to close these rings, on the Apple Watch, like seeing that close every day, that is a motivating factor for me too, because I'm a competitive person. So everybody doesn't get, everybody's thing is not competition, mine is. So if I can compete with somebody or compete with myself, I'm all in for it. And I'm talking about like healthy competition. I'm not talking about like, trying to keep up with somebody else. That's not the competition I'm talking about. I'm talking about competition and, working out and things of that nature. Healthy, fun competition. Like, can I beat my record today? Stuff like that. Can I keep this streak going? That kind of competition, So that type of stuff has been super motivating. So in these last 30 days, what have I done? Well, I've done my elliptical. I've had an elliptical for years, which has been, for a good part of those years, it's been a glorified clothes hanger. So, like a lot of workout equipment. I didn't use it. I wanted it. I got it. I didn't really use it, but it's a really good one. And so I started off doing my elliptical, and that's what I was doing every day. I get up there, no matter what, and just do it. At least 30 minutes, and I put on a show that I wanted to watch or something like that, and do it to help the time go by. So, I started there. I like spin class, cycling, so I got a spin bike. Didn't get a Peloton. I want a Peloton. If anybody out there wants to gift me a Peloton, I can give you my cash app. Or, I can send you my address if you want to send me one or order me one or whatever. Just let me know. But no, I got a spin bike. I got the Echelon Connect EX3. You'll probably see the box behind me. But and that has helped me tremendously. I do use the Peloton app, and that I'm very consistent in that. Like, I've been riding consistently since February 1st, and today is the 16th, I think. Today's the 17th. So from February 1st to the 17th, I think I've got like 20 rides in. So, and I'm also doing a strength program in the Peloton app and stretching as well. So that has been a tremendous help, because I also like and need structure in my workouts. Like just, saying I'm gonna come out here and work out today without a plan, that's not really gonna work for me. I have been working on like my core. As I've said in previous videos, like I didn't have really good core strength or balance or stability. That went with age and with not doing anything to be consistent to keep it up. So I've been doing core workouts. I posted that I've got the starting workouts from YouTube, looking at YouTube, free stuff on YouTube, looking to do stuff that people of my size and fitness level, like an obese man or obese person that is not in shape, could do in order to strengthen my core and be better and get in shape so that I can do more advanced exercises down the road. And I found a guy, Mark Wildman, on YouTube, and he helped. I've been looking at his videos, and they have helped tremendously. So, and I can feel the difference there. I can feel the difference. I'm able to stretch farther. It's still going. There's still a long way to go. So I'm not trying to say that by any means I'm the pillar of fitness. I'm better than I was 30 days ago, and that's the best way to look at it. Stretching routine with my flexibility sucks. So I have incorporated more stretching. I try to stretch every day, at least 10 minutes, after workouts and things like that. But just trying to get more range of motion, more flexibility to prevent injury and just to be able to move better. Like, it's super embarrassing when you can't do seemingly simple stuff, and it's because you're out of shape and because you have no flexibility. And I've been that way again, like my whole life. Even being an athlete, like I was never taught the importance. I'm gonna say I wasn't taught the importance of stretching. I was taught the importance of stretching with, for your sport or whatever, but not truly like why. And it wasn't something that was really focused on. Like you're an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman in high school, they just want you to block. They're not really talking about like stretching and being able to do that and like not injure yourself, or how you'll be able to improve by stretching. Same thing, shot put, basketball, in high school and middle school is just like, yeah, do these stretches and let's get over here and line up. And even in college, just playing on my own, that type of stuff, it wasn't a focus. So I never learned the importance of it, and I'm paying for it now. So, I've been working on that. So the other thing that I did was I created a group on Facebook and a new Instagram for myself. The Instagram is Fat to Fit Journey 4. And again, Fat to Fit Journey 4. But I created a group called My Fat to Fit Journey on Facebook, and it's been growing over these last almost 30 days. I don't know if I created it on the first day that I started or not, but it's been growing, and it's full of people that are super supportive, people at all different fitness levels. The point of the group was to bring people together at whatever fitness level you are, whatever your goal is, because everybody can't do the same things at the same levels. And I'm not trying to promote like losing weight or anything like that. I'm trying to promote being healthy and whatever that means for you. So a lot of it, people post different food ideas, food recipes, what they're doing, some low impact workouts for people who can't get up and do higher impact things. And as I move on, I'm gonna be doing more like workouts that fit those things so that I can show people and help people who are like in my situation as well. Because a lot of times you see people on YouTube or wherever trying to show fat people how to work out, but those people aren't fat. So I know for me, I can get to a point where I'm like, all right, I hear what you're saying, but you can't relate to me. You don't know what it feels like to not be able to stretch all the way around, and do this weird stretch where people are turning around and they can damn near see to the other side. Like, I can't do that, and seeing somebody show me a stretch that works for them and they look like me, but they can show me the stretch, that makes me feel better because I'm like, okay, this person can relate. They might be able to stretch farther than I can, but they can relate because they're in a body like my body. You know what I mean? So those are the things that I've done. And I've been weighing in every week. This is week 5. I didn't do my weigh-in on Monday with you guys because I wanted to do it today at day 30. So I'm going to do my normal weigh-in and show you and see where I'm at. I have no idea if I've lost weight in this past week. My birthday was this past weekend. So I did enjoy myself. I did eat, but I did pay for it. I paid for it and I felt it immediately. Like, you know, I stopped eating a lot of meat and I hadn't really had any red meat at all. And I had some this past weekend. And the next day I felt every bit of that. My stomach was tore up by the end of the night and the next morning. And then the tired feeling, all that stuff was there. Not to the same intensity that it was 30 days ago before I started this, but it was there. And that right there was proof to me that what you eat has a dramatic effect on how you feel and what you look like. So like I said, I had cut out a lot of meat and I've gone back to that. I haven't gone completely plant-based yet, but I've increased the amount of plants that I eat. So, I mean, I will have several days where I don't eat meat. Or if I do, it'll be like one time in that day. So making those changes just has been huge for me. So like I said, I'm going to do this weigh-in. I'm going to walk y'all through the weigh-in with me like I normally do. We can see where we, you know, if I lost anything. And, you know, there we go. So I will see y'all in a minute.